Do you often feel that people are not listening to what you are saying? They are trying to disregard you. Do you think that people take you for granted? Do you have this feeling that your opinions are not taken seriously? Do you find it difficult to say no on many occasions? If so, in today's video, I'm going to talk about a skill which will help you in dealing with all these situations. Hello friends, my name is Dr. Vivek Modi. I'm a professional speaker and a wellness educator. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about assertiveness. Now before we get into the video, please ensure you have hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get all the future updates. With that said, let's get into the video. Let's understand what is assertiveness. Assertiveness simply means your ability to speak your mind. Now while you do so, you are not disrespecting someone or you are not submitting to someone. जो अपने दिमाग में है, जो अपने मन में है, उसको स्पष्ट बोलने की क्षमता. Developing the ability to speak your mind as it is without disrespecting someone or without submitting to someone. Now let's understand what is not assertiveness, because there are many misunderstandings about it. Assertiveness does not mean you try to win all the arguments. Assertiveness does not mean negotiating. Assertiveness does not mean you are not having the feeling of sympathy and empathy and you have become cold. Assertiveness means you are respecting your own opinions. You have a high self-esteem and therefore you do not mind speaking your mind without disrespecting someone. Now let's understand why it is so important. It is so important because it makes you a confident personality. It is an important quality for a person in leadership position. People respect those people who respect themselves, and assertiveness is a sign of high self-esteem and a confident person. So if you are assertive, if you are able to speak your mind, you would find that people will start taking you more seriously. There's a wonderful saying, people treat you the way you teach them to treat you. I repeat, people treat you the way you teach them to treat you. And assertiveness is the way to speak your mind and do not let people misunderstand or take you granted. Now the point comes, how can I develop assertiveness? Is it possible to develop assertiveness? And the answer is yes, it is a trainable skill. World around, people are trying to learn this skill. People usually try to learn it at their workplace, but this is the skill which will help you not just in your professional world but also in personal world, because I find so many people in their relationships also find it difficult to articulate themselves, and therefore there are issues in the relationships. So now let's understand, how do I develop assertiveness? So there is a simple formula, 4 C's and 1 R. Now let's understand what are these 4 C's. The first C is contemplate. Assertiveness cannot be fake. What should I contemplate? Contemplate about your ideas. You cannot be faking your confidence. You need clarity, and in order to develop clarity, you need to contemplate. You need to get thinking that what do I exactly want? With contemplation comes the second C, clarity. If you contemplate, if you question yourself, if you brainstorm, if you reflect, then you will get some clarity about your own views. You need not have views on every aspect, but at least the area in which you are working, things which are revolving around your life, in that you should try to develop some clarity with the help of contemplation. So contemplation, first C, second C is clarity. With clarity, your mind will get the third C called confidence. Because once you are clear, once you have no doubt, once you have sorted out your confusion, now you will be confident in speaking your mind. Often people are lacking confidence because they think others may know more than me. And that is one of the reasons of low confidence. In assertiveness, you need to have high confidence. And how do you develop high confidence? One simple aspect of it is develop clarity. Once you develop clarity, you will not have to fake confidence. You will naturally show confidence in the way you deal with the things, in the way you speak, in the way you move, in the way you do things. Okay. Now here comes the fourth C. Fourth C is nothing but communication. Some people may have the first three C, but because they lack the skill of conveying their ideas in a correct way, sometimes they are misunderstood. People may find you disrespectful, arrogant, or egoistic person if you don't know how to communicate rightly, especially the things which may not be very pleasant for the other person. So learn the art of conveying things in a way that people can still take it in a right way. For example, if you disagree with someone, then the one crude way of saying it is, hey, you are wrong. But there could be a better way, and that could be, well, that's your ideas, but I have a different opinion. Now here, you are not saying someone is wrong, you are simply saying what you think without showing that person that he is wrong or right. Now this is one small trick of saying your disagreement. There are things like, I'm sorry, but I will not be able to help you this time. I'm afraid I can't help you. You must have heard these phrases. So learn these small little phrases which will help you to convey your idea, which are usually negative for other person, in a right way. But here I must caution that just to sound assertive, don't be negative. Do not lose your consideration. I told you in the 6 C's of communication in my earlier videos, one important C is consideration. Assertiveness does not mean becoming inconsiderate. You still consider others' opinion, but you speak your mind respectfully to the other person. Now I hope you understand. So how do you develop communication skill? That's another video. That's a huge thing again. But these are the 4 C's. Now here comes the 5th number, which is R. And R here means realism. Getting real. That means understanding your reality. Accepting your strengths as well as weakness. Many people have this view that everyone must say good about them. They want to be in good books of everyone, and that is one of the reasons they are not able to be assertive, because they pay too much attention to what other people will talk about them. Now here you need to understand one thing. If you want to be assertive, the important thing is what you think about yourself and not what people think about you. In Hindi there is a saying, सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग. So if you pay too much attention to what people will talk about you, then you will find it difficult to be assertive. One more aspect is accepting your weakness means during contemplation you have to be very objective. Don't try to be too idealistic. Often people will misjudge. They will try to think that they have no weakness and therefore no one should talk bad about them. In the world, there will never be a situation that people will like everything about everyone. That will not happen. So please understand it and take it as a reality. You may have some weakness and accept that you have that weakness. In fact, only if you accept, then you will be able to overcome it. You will be able to recognize it and take steps to overcome it. So that is one thing, get real. If you get real, you will be able to be really assertive. Okay. Now coming to the saying that people treat you the way you teach them to treat you. What did I mean? When you are assertive, you will be able to speak your mind. You'll be able to show the people about what is negotiable for you and what is non-negotiable for you. Once you are clear in your expression and communication, people don't get confused. Often people try to ill-treat you or take you for granted when you are so passive in the way you communicate, when you do not register with clarity that what is non-negotiable for you, what are your values. And when it happens for some time, people start taking it for granted because that's how you have been behaving to them, that's how you have been treating them, and therefore they also try to reciprocate in the same way. It's like a square pin always fits in a square peg. If you have been submissive, then they start taking you granted, not because they want to be aggressive, but many times because that's the way you have been behaving. There is a confusing signal from your side which is not making them understand. Because if you think that people are ill treating you, why the same person who is ill treating you is not able to ill treat someone else? Think about it. The reason is the another person has not given that person that chance. So please ensure that while you can have your etiquettes, while you can have empathy and you can be sensible towards others' feeling, you need not be submissive. You should speak your mind so that there is no confusion. I hope you get the point. So if you find this video useful, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share this video. And if you have not yet subscribed, do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. See you again.